my supers and stoners? It's me, Anna DK, checking in once again, and I'm here with another 60 Days in review. So it was the final episode of the season, and it was a good episode, okay? Basically, and I'm gonna go ahead and sum it up. The last episode took place with the last three inmates being pulled out. So the first part was pretty much just like a catching us up on what happened, how each person left. Starting from the guy that left during intake, to the Marine, to Alex, Shanice, Muffin, and then the last three. Okay, so Tony. Tony did a great job from beginning to end. He came in and did his job, okay? Now, I'm in a Facebook group about the inmates, and I have a great time in that group. They definitely cape for certain ones in that group. But somebody pointed out something, was like, hey, is it just me, or did Tony feel like he was better than everybody else? No, I don't think he felt like he was better than everybody else. The same thing can be said about Dennis. They also hate Dennis in that group too. They hate him. And I think that it is just very hard to understand the confidence and the swagger of a black man. It just comes down to that. It don't have nothing to do with racism. I don't think people are racist or nothing like that. But it's hard to understand how a black man carry himself. And honestly, those two men, they carry themselves like black men do. They're confident. They're cocky. They're arrogant. But do they think they're better than anyone else? No, I don't think so at all. Anyway, yeah, Tony did his job. And that's really all I got to say about Tony. He was cool as fuck. He was funny. He joked with everybody. Got to be a pop boss pretty quickly. He did his thing. Nothing really, bad to say about him, in that way. Okay. Jen. Okay, Jen is a complicated review for me to give, okay? I think Jen did great, and I also think she did horrible at the same time. And those two things are not mutually exclusive to the other, okay? So, here's what I mean when I say I think she did great. She came in there and she completed her own personal mission, was to affect change in a very, very dark and bleak facility. She went in there and she did that. She did affect change, She spoke about Sierra being delivered. Well, here's what's true. Yeah, it's true. Deliverance, though, has to be kept. And now that she's gone, I know she's going to continue to pray for Sierra, so I'm not worried about that part. Will she continue to have her back in prayer? It's, she left that dark, dim environment, and it's still dark and dim. And now the light that she carried inside of her is gone. So I feel like she could have done a better job at giving the sheriff more information to use. Like, do the job that they asked you to do. Like, you know what I mean? You came on there, yes, to fulfill your mission, but yes, to fulfill theirs as well. So that's what when I say she did a horrible job, I mean, she didn't do shit for the facility. She didn't do shit in terms of getting the guy what he needed, the information that he needed. If you were interested in the bleak, dark ways that this facility is being run, then why not suggest programs that they can implement? And not just that church program that you guys have. That's good that you guys have a church program. Dope. Okay, where is the person that is going to do it through the week? Because some on Sundays is great, but we all know deliverance, if it's to be kept, it's to be practiced daily. So there should also be programs that help with mental well-being in there, because it's not just praying and receiving the deliverance, but it's keeping the deliverance, right? Okay, so those are my thoughts on Jen. Okay, and Dennis. I saved Dennis for last because honestly, he gets MVP of the season, in my opinion, regardless of how you feel about him, okay? He came in here one way, cocky, arrogant, all of that shit. We all couldn't stand this dude at the beginning of the season. Can we all agree? But can we also agree that by the end of the season, he had done a total 180 and he actually got very useful information for the sheriff to be able to use on how drugs are brought into the facility? Another thing, the reason why I feel the way I do is because also in that same Facebook group, like they hate Dennis, okay? They hate him so much. It doesn't matter what he does good, they can't see it, right? And I just think that that's very critical, but it is a representation of how America looks, right? So, anywho's, Dennis did a 180 in the middle of the shit. I'm gonna assume like when Tony got there. I don't know if it's because of him being jealous of Tony or him wanting to be effective like Tony was effective. It's like anything you could do, I could do better. I'm on my jealous shit. Whatever it is, it doesn't matter what it is. What matters is his actions from that time. And from that time, he got serious as fuck. He matured up real quick. And he did what needed to be done to get the information that was needed. So in my opinion, he got MVP of the season. Not just because of the information that he got, but because of the transformation that happened inside of such a horrible place. And everybody deserves credit for that. You understand what I'm saying? Okay, so yeah, I thought it was, a great final episode. I'm glad they went back to showing how people behave when they get out of jail, because I think they skipped that the last couple of seasons. They didn't show the actual hotel part or whatever the case is. Okay, so now I want to talk about the next phase of the season. I've been saying from jump that I couldn't wait for a time when they only had law enforcement personnel go in there. I'm so excited. They need to have more beat cops, but they are having a detective. They are having a firefighter, an EMT. I think she's a firefighter slash EMT. And another sheriff or some shit like that. But all law enforcement in some kind of way, and they're all going in. Now, they're only going in for 30 days this time. The chief is expecting them to come up with, a lot of shit in that 30 days. He got high expectations for them, and I would too. He not expecting them to hit the distress signal at all. And let me tell you something, I cannot wait for this new season to come on. It's what I've been waiting for. So, yay. Anywho, that's all for that. If you guys have any comments or concerns or questions, go ahead and drop them down below for me. Go ahead and like, comment, subscribe if you're not subscribed. Hit the notification bell if you want to be notified. And until next time, I'm Miana DK. You never know what's going to be in this morning's cup. I love y'all. I swear I do. This is the ending of my video. Oh, thank y'all for watching.